guys, it's Sarah. I'm back with another vlog to kind of talk about my first vendoring event of October for FAHM 2025. So yesterday I was at the 714 market, the FAHM Fiesta, at 2nd and PCH, and it was pretty cool. I honestly wish I had taken more videos and photos and stuff like that, but honestly, like, the day was so packed, like, in a good way. I like couldn't catch a break type of thing, but there were just like so many people coming by. But yeah, like the whole day it was like a really good experience. So the vendor fee for this one is $175 and it was 6 hours. So that's one of like the cheaper events I've definitely been at in terms of like pricing for like the hours. For some of the other events, it can range from like $300 to $800 for like one day. So this one was like one of the best crowds type of thing for its price, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, I know that a lot of like SoCal vendors actually went to NorCal for a lot of like other events. So maybe that's like another reason why like yesterday's sales were also like really good, because I was talking to like some customers and they were kind of just mentioning that this market, it did have Filipino owned businesses, like Filipino vendors, but not necessarily like Filipino products specifically. So that's where I was like, oh wow, there were like a lot of people like flocking to my booth because it was very like Filipino centric, the designs. So yesterday was like a very gratifying moment to just like remember and like be proud to be Filipino type of thing, and seeing the community show out, because I know sometimes I could get like discouraged when I'm like, oh, like maybe I should go like broad Asian, like Pan Asian, things like that. But you know, just having the community out again and being able to meet everybody. I even met somebody with family from Bicol, because like my family is from Bicol. So it was just like a great vibe to just like be around and to kick off FAM in general. But yeah, so that was like another one of like my thoughts. But yeah, once I got there, it was like so packed, because technically the event starts at 12, but like the shopping center is open, I think, around like 10. So obviously there was already people there before the event even started. So I was still setting up, and right when I got there, like I was just putting clothes down, like it wasn't even like fully finished. They were already looking at it. They wanted to spin the wheel. So it was really cool to see people get excited. But honestly, I was so flustered because I was like, I need to finish setting up, but I also want to like talk to everybody, things like that. And there was a very nice like past customers who actually were there last year. When I was setting up, they're like, oh, is this Kilig Ko, like this is the one that was selling the t-shirts, etc. last year. And so they're like, oh yeah, I got the mahal kita last year type of thing. And it was just kind of cool to see like recurring customers / like people, the community just being able to come out and be like, hey, I was here last year, I was looking for you. Or I had some people come up and be like, oh, I saw you on Instagram, I drove out here, etc. Some people came out from Oxnard, so I'm from Oxnard, so I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. But yeah, so I think yesterday was just like so much like love and good vibes. Like I genuinely was just like, I felt very fulfilled. Like my friends from college also came out, so I'm just like, wow. It was a very fun day all around. But yeah, there was different like performances, stuff like that. And honestly, I was up like almost every single day this week just making as much items as I could, because this entire month I'm vendoring at different events each week, and a lot of them are like community events. So this was definitely one of the bigger ones in terms of like crowd. The other ones are like kind of like smaller community events. Like the space isn't as like large as like the shopping center, etc. And so that's why I wanted to really prepare as much stuff. And so I was able to I was literally just like the day of, I was like making more shirts and stuff, because I was like, oh, just in case, like I don't know. And like I honestly like sold out like most of my products, so like that was actually really cool. And now I'm like, I have to prep again for this week because I have another like 5 days to replenish my stock. But yeah, overall, like it was really good. I was kind of experimenting with some new designs. I did like an embroidered applique denim sun at the front, because I think like during FPAC I had a Filipino sun on the back, so now I was like experimenting with it and putting it at the front. I had a Filipino, like it was a half of the sun with 3 stars, and like it was very minimal in center at the chest, and like on a blue kind of pigment dyed like wash. And that one like sold out so fast. Same with the Feeling Jolly. Like all of my baby tees are like basically out, so I'm like, oh my god, like those are the ones that were definitely a hit at this one. So that was like really cool to see. But yeah, I think the crowd was just like a mixture of like older people, younger people, etc. And I think I just like being able to talk to everybody. There was an elderly man who was like, oh, marunong Tagalog, and I was like, hindi po, like konti lang. And then he goes, oh, maganda ka, and I was like, oh, salamat po. But yeah, so it's just like interactions like those where like I do wish I could speak more Tagalog, or like, you know, connect with like the older generations on a different level, because like I know with like English and stuff like that, it doesn't always get like translated. So I think like another part of like my mission for like Kilig Ko is, you know, feeling kilig for yourself and like embracing all of yourself, even if it means having to kind of like relearn certain things, or like, you know, learning something new about yourself, the culture. And so something that I'm going to try to challenge myself is actually learning Tagalog myself. But yeah, I mean, even with the designs, like incorporating different Tagalog pieces, that's kind of my way of like slowly immersing myself with like the language and the things that I'm familiar with Filipino culture. But now I kind of want to take it a step further and see how far I can really push it, and like even, you know, maybe even like using my sarah.kilig, like my, so I would consider that my like my business creator account or whatever, the one really tied to like Kilig Ko. But I want to maybe try speaking more Tagalog there, so that I can just like, you know, force myself to be uncomfortable, because obviously I do not speak Tagalog at all, but I do want to learn. And you know, with my mom, I want to be able to at least like learn some of her like, you know, native Bicol tongue, because when we went back to Bicol like this past, when did we go? May, it was actually really cool to kind of hear a different dialect, and just hearing her talk in Bicol to other like Bicolanas and stuff like that. And I think, you know, it's something that I don't want to forget. And with me not living in the Philippines necessarily, like I don't have that constant exposure to it, and so I do want to kind of like force myself to like, you know, push myself to learn more type of thing. But yeah, so that was the event. Even my mom was there. She was just saying that like, oh, usually when she's at these events, she's like kind of like sitting down, taking a back seat, but she was like, oh, I'm so proud of myself, I was able to help sell, because like it was that busy that like, you know, it was, you know, everybody kind of had to really just like, okay, someone's like packing the stuff, like doing the wheel, or just like talking to people, telling them how much. But yeah, overall it was a really great event. I think next year, when I was talking to a lot of vendors, they were saying that NorCal also has a lot of events. So I think maybe next year is the year of traveling. I do want to go to other cities, other places, like, you know, I'm normally in like Long Beach, Carson, LA area in general, so perhaps next year is actually when I start to expand more. So that's going to be another like year of growth for Kilig Ko, and I am super excited for that. But yeah, like yesterday really beat all of my expectations. Like it's probably one of, I'd say it's like kind of up there in terms of like, oh, like the record for like events of like that have been, I guess like a record event that has like been really well for me. But yeah, those were kind of my thoughts for the FAHM Fiesta from yesterday. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what the rest of FAHM has for me and what's left in store for 2025. It's crazy. Like I didn't think that like all of this would happen kind of so fast. Like I feel like I just started all of this. But yeah, so that's all for this video and my first market of 2025 FAHM. But yeah, thank you guys. Bye.